Leeds International School, Primary 4, First Midterm, ENV, Unit 1, Plants Life. Plants. Plants are living things. Plants are living things. They live. Like human, plants are also living things. What are needed by plants to grow and stay healthy? So let's see what are the things needed by plants to grow and stay healthy. So number 1, soil. Number 2, water and nutrition. Number 3, sunlight. Number 4, photosynthesis. So these are the needed things by a plant to grow and stay healthy. Soil. Plants need soil to grow. So definitely plants need soil to grow. Roots grow in soil and it holds the plant firmly to the ground. What happens when you plant the plant into the soil? The root grows into the soil and also it holds the plant very firmly to the ground. So soil is very important. Water and nutrition. Roots of the plants absorb water and nutrition from soil and carry them up to the stem and other parts of the plant. So what this root does, children, it absorbs water and nutrition from the soil. So they get this water and nutrition from the soil and then it is carried up to the stem and then it is distributed to the other parts of the plant. Sunlight. Leaves of the plant prepare food for the plant in presence of sunlight. So leaves of the plant, they prepare food for the plant with the presence of the sunlight. What is photosynthesis? Let's learn what is photosynthesis. The process in which plants make their own food with the use of chlorophyll, sunlight, water and carbon dioxide is known as photosynthesis. So photosynthesis means, children, plant they make their own food. So this process we called it photosynthesis. So they make their own food with the use of chlorophyll, sunlight, water, carbon dioxide. So we call this process photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, plants take carbon dioxide in and release oxygen to the air. All living things breathe in oxygen. So this is what happens. So during the photosynthesis, what happens? Plants, they release oxygen and they take in carbon dioxide. So they release the oxygen to the air. Then what happens? All the living things, they breathe the oxygen. Okay, so this is how the plants, this is the process where plants, they release oxygen. Okay, then the human and the other living creatures, they can breathe this oxygen. What is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is the substance that gives green color to leaves. Chlorophyll helps to trap sunlight. So chlorophyll, it is a substance. It gives color to the leaves. Okay, so leaves are green color. So this green color appears because of the chlorophyll. So chlorophyll, what it does, it traps the sunlight. It takes the sunlight to make photosynthesis. Roots. Roots fixed to the soil. Big plants have deep and wider roots than small ones. So roots, they get fixed to the soil. Big plants, the larger plants, they have deep and wider roots when you compare with the small ones. Roots draw water and nutrition from soil. So roots, they absorb water and nutrition from the soil. Some plants, roots store extra food. So in some plants, the root, it stores extra food. So for example, carrot, radish, in these kind of plants, what happen? They store the extra food. Stem. Stem supports the plant and help it to stand upright. So stem, it supports the plant, it helps to stand upright. Stem bears the branches, leaves, buds flowers and fruits. So what this stem does, it bears the branches, the leaves, buds, flowers and fruits. Stem also carries water and nutrition from roots to the other parts of the plant. So what happens? Soil gives the nutrition. So then roots absorb the nutrition and water. Then it is sent to the stem. Then stem it distributes to the other parts of the plants. Stem carry food prepared by leaves to other parts of the plant. So what happens? Stem carry food prepared by leaves. Okay. So to the other parts of the plant. Some stems store food. Some stems they store food. Leaves can be small and also leaves can be big. So here you can find big leaves as well as small leaves. Papaya, lotus, banana leaf. So you can tell these leaves are big leaves. Small leaves mean tamarind. So these type of leaves are considered as small leaves. Flowers. Flowers are the most beautiful and colorful part of a plant. So flowers are the most beautiful. It makes the plant so attractive and also colorful. Flowers have sweet smell. So some flowers they have sweet smell. Flowers develop into fruits. Flowers they develop into fruits. A flower has different parts. Sepal, green leaf-like cups at the bottom of the flower. So you can find this sepal at the bottom of the flower. Petals. The most colorful part of a flower attract insects to the flower. So what this petal does, it attracts the insects to the flower. Stamens, long wavy structures that produce powdery dust called pollen grains, which play an important role in plant reproduction. So in the stamen, you can find its long wavy structure. It produces powdery dust, pollen grains, and this pollen grain it plays an important role in plant reproduction. Pistil, a thin rod-like structure in the middle of a flower, help in reproduction. So this pistil it's like a thin rod structure. You can find it in the middle of the flower. It helps in reproduction. What is nectar? Flowers produce a sweet honey like fluid called nectar. Insects such as butterflies and bees sit on flower to collect nectar. So nectar it is a fluid, it's very sweet and honey. So insects such as butterfly and bees they sit on flowers to collect the nectar. Fruits and seeds. Now we'll see the connection between fruits and seeds. Fruits bear seeds and protect them. So what does these fruits do? It protects the seed. Seed is inside the plant, so inside the fruit, so it protects the seed. New plant grow from seeds, so we can get new plant from seeds. Fruits that has one seed. So these are the fruits that has only one seed. Mango, avocado, peach and plum. So these are the fruits that has one seed. Fruits that has few seeds. So here we are going to see the fruits that has few seeds. For example, apple, orange and grapes. So in these fruits we can find few seeds. Fruits that has many seeds. So these are the fruits that has many seeds. Apple, kiwi, pomegranate, watermelon. So in these kinds of fruits we can find many seeds. How plants and animals are useful to each other. So here we are going to learn how plants and animals are useful to each other. That means plants and animals. Plants and animals depend on each other. They depend on each other. Plants provide food for animals. What happens? Plant provides food for animals. Cattle and other herbivorous animals eat plants. The cattle and herbivorous animals they eat only uh, plants. Birds eat nuts, grains, seeds, and fruits. What birds do? They eat nuts, grains, seeds, and fruits. They totally depend on plants. Then squirrels eat nuts and seeds. So squirrels, what they do? They eat only nuts and seeds. Insects such as bees, butterfly suck nectar from flowers. So insects such as bees and butterfly, what they do? They suck nectar from the flowers. So you can understand by looking at these pictures, my kids. Trees also provide shelter to animals. So from this picture, you can understand that trees provide shelter to uses of animals to plants. So uses of animals to plants. Insects such as bees and butterflies spread pollen dust from one flower to another. Some animals help in reproduction of plants. They eat fruits and throw away the seeds which grow into a new plant. So insects such as bees and butterfly, what they do, they spread the pollen dust, that means the pollen dust from one flower to another flower. And also some animals help in reproduction of plants. So after they eat the fruit, they just spit away the seed. So what happens? A new plant grows. Animal dung is rich in manure and makes the soil fertile. So animal dung, it is rich in manure, it's a fertile soil. Uses of plants gives us food. Number one, plants gives us food. Number two, gives us material for clothing. By using plants, we can get materials for clothing, and also plants give us food. Provide us shade. Plants provide us shade. So when it's so sunny, we can go under a tree and we can rest for a while. So provide us shade. Fourth one, give out oxygen which is needed to breathe. So plant, it gives out oxygen. So oxygen is very important as to breathe. Number 5. Wood from tree trunks used to make furniture, boats and many other things. By using wood from the tree trunk, we can make furniture, boats and many other things. Sixth one, use for medicine purposes. So we can use these plants for medicine purposes. For any medicine, we can use plants. Flower extracts are used to make perfumes. By using flower extracts, we can use perfume as it gives fragrance. Eighth one, flowers and leaves are used for decoration and worship. So we use to make a function or a ceremony attractive, we use flowers and leaves. Mostly we use natural flowers and leaves, so it makes our decoration so attractive. Medicinal plants and their importance. There are many plants with medicinal properties. So we can find many plants with medicinal properties. We use almost all plants, all parts of plants, roots, leaves, stem, seeds and flowers. So almost we use all the parts to make medicine. So here you can find some example for medicinal plants. Thank you. God bless you, my dear children.